So Mark, since working with us, what results have you seen?
Since working with Rocket SaaS, we have seen an uplift in our monthly subscribers onto the Snap platform. I can tell you in January 2025, we had 24 people sign up on our platform. We launched our ads in February 2025 and we had 126 people sign up. That's evolved at approximately varied between a 40 and 60% month-on-month growth. And in June 2025, we're up to 400 subscribers. So prior to 2025, we spent the whole of 2024 agonizing over getting between 13 and 25 subscribers. And in less than half the time, we've gone up to 400. So it's been a phenomenal rise in success.
So considering Rocket SaaS charge roughly the same as hiring an in-house marketing executive, do you feel like you're getting value for money from Rocket SaaS?
Yeah, I think when we talk about value for money, you've got to look at time in and output out. And, for us, when we've had in-house marketeers previously where we've spent a very similar sum of money to what we've paid for an annually with Rocket SaaS, that in-house marketeer has taken up a huge amount of internal resource and time. And that contribution has to be factored into that cost. The great thing about having Rocket SaaS is you're paying for a fraction of multiple experts. So, a designer, a web developer, a paid ads expert, and you're paying a fraction of each of those people's time. To try and get all of those skills at that level with a one person in-house is frankly impossible. So, by choosing the right agency and getting the fractional experts delivering on their individual areas of expertise is unquestionably the better route. And we've seen that with the results we've had at Rocket SaaS.
So before working with Rocket SaaS, I think you've worked with other agencies before. What kind of issues did you have with them? Why do you feel Rocket SaaS have been so much better?
Yeah, we have. We've worked with 3 agencies before, all with differing kind of skill sets and areas of focus. But one thing that was common across all 3 of them is we did very heavy duty upfront audits of our current marketing activity. And frankly, the results that came back told us lots of the things that we already knew and we'd already tried to explain and tell them. Refreshingly, working with Rocket SaaS, we had an in-depth conversation at the start. We were listened to. They took the time to understand our business. They did that at their cost. And then they presented us with a very, very robust proposal. And that robust proposal was done at speed. We didn't just look at individual elements of our marketing, i.e. the paid ads element or the creative element. We looked nose to tail at every interaction that our prospective customers have from their first touch point through to becoming a customer. And that ended up something we didn't intend to do when we first set out on the journey of engaging Rocket SaaS. We ended up building a new front end to our entire business from a website perspective. And that shop window, that interaction point made a huge fundamental difference, I believe, to the overall strategy. The paid ads delivered us the leads, but ultimately the website converted. So I think the end-to-end approach, the time taken to understand our need at the start was refreshingly different. And what speaks volumes is the results. I mean, what we can't argue with is, having worked with 3 other agencies, they haven't delivered anywhere near comparable results to what we've achieved in a shorter period of time at Rocket SaaS.